All rise for their stellar majesties. Lars and Marie. Mary. And for their stellar highness, King Ingvar.
That's next week.
Ingvar.
Sorry. Alright.
Look at that.
Hourglass. Alright, please seek your comfort. Yes. We should, sorry. We're back up again. Never mind.
Get uncomfortable again,
The Barony.
Their majesties
Invite.
Oh, yes, you're right.
invite their excellencies Sheikha Nadra Al-Zahara and Sheikh Gabriel de Leon. Yes.
Welcome.
All right. Hey.
Before you take your comfort, are you okay being all the way over there? Can you hear us?
What?
Yeah. If you wanted to squeeze in a little more, it'll be okay.
No.
No? All right.
Not to have any
All right, fair enough. Take your comfort.
Want to be away from the booby traps.
We acknowledge that we are meeting here today on the traditional and ancestral land of the Anishinaabe, Inishiinu, Cree, Dakota, and Dene peoples, and the homeland of the Red River Métis.
Thank you. Yes.
Here begins the court of North Shield, presided over by their stellar majesties, Lars and Marie. Mary.
Mary. I have a cousin named Marie. She's very pretty. She's very pretty. Okay.
King and Queen, this this third day of September, Anno Societatis 58, in
the Barony
of Castel Rouge. Yay!
Yay! Castel Rouge. That's okay. Sorry.
All right. This is where.
All right. Your Grace Tarek, are you coming?
Actually, I was going to slide quietly behind you so I could keep the banner from rolling into Lars'
okay.
shoulder.
I was going to ask what's your favorite part of the day?
Oh, my fighting, Your Majesty.
Fighting. All right. Anyone favorite part of the day? Naps?
I wish. I can get one.
That one, for sure.
That one. Did anyone else get down to the beach?
Yes.
Yes. Awesome.
So good.
Their Majesties now invite for them any companions of the Order of Chivalry wishing to swear fealty at this time.
Okay. Thank you for joining us. Third Kingdom. And I hear your oath is very, very meaningful to you. And we acknowledge and understand that you have a part in your community. Okay. We need to talk. swear fealty.
That works.
That's better.
I here swear fealty to the crown of North Shield, ever be good knight and true, reverent and generous, shield and weak, obedient to my liege lord and ladies, almost in battle, courteous at all times, champion of the right and the good, thus swear I.
Oh, yep.
We accept your gifts of fealty and homage,
and will rely on you to advise us wisely. As you light the way for Northshield with honor and charity, we will act toward you respectively in all things, protecting you with our aid and rewarding you with our love. But may all strength fail and the world turn against any who break this solemn oath.
The Knights of North Shield, vivant! Their Majesties now invite before them any companions of the Order of the Laurel wishing to swear fealty or pledge service at this time.
Like 20 years.
Please remain standing if it's more comfortable. Practicing? This is like a feat. It's a feat.
By my hand and heart, swear
We accept the gifts of your talents and knowledge and will rely on you to advise us wisely. As you light the way for Northshield with honor and charity, we will act toward you respectively in all things, protecting you with our aid and rewarding you with our love. May all strength fail and the world turn against any who break this solemn oath.
The Laurels of North Shield. Their Majesties now invite before them any companions of the Order of the Pelican wishing to swear fealty or pledge service at this time.
We don't have to. Okay. It's more like occasionally if we skip somebody, then somebody gets upset because we didn't know. Okay.
Then you can
speak up.
Thank you, though.
But we still say it.
We still say it.
Still say it.
Their Majesties now invite before them any companions of the Order of Defense who wish to swear fealty or pledge service at this time.
I mean, crossed my mind. All right.
Their Majesties invite before them any royal peers wishing to swear fealty or pledge service at this time.
I was like, we'll call you guys good unless you want to do it. Okay. We got them last night. Yep.
Their Majesties invite before them any members of the populace wishing to swear fealty or pledge service at this time.
Go forwards.
Yes.
We'll just come to here.
This is no pressure at all, but it is the first time we've come up to this area.
Yes.
Wait for them.
Yeah, we read them.
Yes.
This is like the magic.
Put it on me. Put on the sword. Yeah, sword's a fun one, right? What's the dude?
One more coming.
It's always a moment. Okay.
All right.
Great.
It is a tradition in North Shield to respect the beliefs of all North Shield subjects. As such, we recognize that some are not able, for reasons of conscience, to swear oaths. It is therefore permitted to substitute instead a pledge of service in lieu of fealty and homage. For simplicity's sake, what I recite for response now will be the oath, but feel free to substitute the appropriate words. I here swear fealty and do homage. To the Crown of North Shield.
The Crown of North Shield.
I will faithfully guide.
I will faithfully guide
those who seek my aid.
those who seek my aid.
Loyally serve the Griffin realm.
Loyally serve the Griffin realm.
And by my honor and actions.
And by my honor and actions.
Light the way.
Light the way.
Thus swear I.
Thus swear I, Sigurd Nesbit.
We accept your promises to us.
We accept your promises to us
and to the Kingdom of North Shield.
and to the Kingdom of North Shield.
We will act towards you
We will act towards you
respectively in all things.
respectively in all things, protecting you with our aid and rewarding you with our love. May all strength fail and the world turn against any who break this solemn oath.
The people of North Shield, vivant!
Your Excellencies, I hear you have some business. Just a little bit of business? All right.
You just make that
Here suspends the court of their majesties.
Here opens the court of their excellencies of Castel Rouge.
I think let's begin with a change of our champions. We do need to make sure that we warmly thank them and release them from this before I get distracted by all the other things. That happens. We're not talking about that yet. Maybe you should step in between us. Just to make sure. Thank you. Our champion. Maybe we better take this sword. Don't let them go that.
No, I'm not going to go that far.
Okay.
I'll get yelled at. Would Leaf, Askvinder, did I get that right? Askvinder, present themselves to their excellencies.
You have journeyed with us west and kept us safe while we built diplomatic relations with our
In acquired lands, yes. Commandeered lands.
we didn't call it yours. We renamed them properly. Yeah. But so we want to thank you for your time with us and release you from this meeting. And I can't wait to see you more on the hill. I know that prowess is growing strong. Which of us do I don't trust you with that. I can't remember what my next prompt was. I apologize.
She's a good
Release you from your duty. And thank you.
Their excellencies call forth Leonidas Kellis to present himself. Oh, well, we'll get him.
Yeah.
that minor oversight yesterday because you're here with us all the time, and you have so kindly run tournaments within the Barony, and you strive to make us all better fighters. We would ask, as we discussed previously, that you join us as our champion this year. I'm going to let our herald pass that along because I might borrow it to do something else, and let's not ask you to pick that up, Starbuck. I do have one other thing I'd like to do because you are a fighter of Castel Rouge.
Because you declared yourself one of ours.
I'd like them to, technically.
Yeah.
So within the Barony, there is a tradition that when you authorize as a heavy combatant within the Barony, you are gifted with a belt that marks that achievement. Would you please rise and I will... Probably, it's too warm to probably hug you that close right now. We have you running, so... Please, present the symbol of the pride that you're one of our authorized fighters. Give that back. And please... join us in court. Yes.
There's lots of space up front. If you can't hear, we'll try and talk up a little bit. But also, there's lots of space up front. You can move forwards.
Everyone, just move forward 5 feet.
There.
Well,
Yay! 1 key forward.
While people are moving forward, for the outgoing champion Leaf and our incoming champ Leonidas, a joyous noise. I don't know about this. This is why they need to. I guess. Would Mistress Hermina Matilda de Ainsley of Meridine present herself before their excellency? At least you can say it.
Yeah.
Thank you for, I don't want to say this is a curse, but a jinx.
I broke it!
Yeah, you have solved our problems. And we thank you for serving as our cupbearer and our inspiration for our ANS community. But I think the time has come to pass that along. Don't be quite so joyous about this.
No, it's like the Masked Singer. Take it off.
Da 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 da. Doom.
And so we thank you wonderfully. And no, we'll deal with that later.
Yeah.
We've got the box. I will ask you to put on your herald hat again and pull forth our...
I gotta find my spot. Sorry. Would Thora Thorfindaughter present herself before their excellencies?
We can come to you. No.
Let's meet her halfway.
Let's meet
We'll meet her halfway. I'll get there first.
Of course you do. So how can I proceed?
And we were careful.
No, you're okay.
As we've discussed, you have agreed to serve as our cupbearer. You are our inspiration for our ANS community because you have done such amazing work. You are welcome to stand with us in court. Although if you leave today, the things that you sit with the populace, we are quite all as they stand in front of you. Would you like to come home us in court? Yes. Thank you. And if you're not getting off.
Do you need me to get your chair?
No. Stand by Leonidas?
Yes. Yes.
She can sit in my chair.
Oh.
Nope.
Actually, Ainsley is if you can use her chair.
I'm good. You want me to help you guys? There we go. I got a pip for lunch. You want people to be able to be comfortable, and if you can't stand for both, quite understand. That's why they let me get a chair. So, can you give us a choice noise, I guess, for that miscreant that we let go, and then our new wonderful cupbearer?
For the outgoing cupbearer, me, and the incoming cupbearer, Thora, a joyful noise.
Can you not
be serious for 5 minutes.
I was helping wrangle a child.
Really?
The safety of a young is important.
I'm gonna end up with
Oh, yeah.
Alright, okay. We have yes.
Would the Honorable Lord Sigurd Eisenhot present themselves before their excellencies?
I'll let you talk this time. You remember what you're thinking before? Because you know you get distracted.
Come back, please. Come here.
Yes. Just checking. Because you know.
Yes, I squirrel sometimes. Hi. Yes, do I need to hold this? Oh, I need to wear this too? Okay, okay. Bear with me. Or does this go on here?
But we should continue on.
Yes. Okay, it's kids. Thank you for your time. You've done amazing things as Rapier Champion before. You're there, you inspire others to do it, and we thank you for that. Thank you for your service.
And we'll eventually sort out that tabard that went missing many eons ago and all those things. So thank you again for everything. And I'm sorry we didn't outfit you quite properly.
It's alright.
So we release you from this duty, and we look forward to seeing you on the fighting field.
Will Rodri ap Rudrick present himself before their excellencies?
Well, you were on your legs an awful lot today. You did both heavy and rapier today. Yeah. So excellent. But it is your rapier that we want to talk about. You have been inspiring our community, and we've asked, as we discussed, we've asked you to step in as our rapier captain to continue to do so. And we'll fix that whole problem with the tabard that disappeared, and we can work on whether that should be white or red, because, you know, fighters, does the blood hide better in the red?
It does. I don't think there is no blood.
Yeah.
Well, your enemies. Oh wait, that was last night.
No,
Yeah.
you want that to show.
No, it's
okay.
the skulls. You wanted skulls, not blood.
Well, you gotta get blood first.
But on that note, would you join us in glory?
I would.
Joyous noises for both.
Yes, but it hasn't passed. It's still under review.
For the outgoing rapier captain Sigurd and the incoming rapier captain Niall, formerly Rodri, a joyous noise.
Alright, one more. And we're almost done. I swear.
Yeah, that's what he said. Would the Honourable Lady Rochelle Dominique de Brienne present herself before their excellencies?
It's only the first page. Please stand. No, please stand. You have served as our archery captain, and you know, where else did you spend all of today but on the archery range? So, oh, that's a good sign. That's an excellent sign.
It was an excellent breakfast.
I'm not acknowledging that. But anyway, we would like to thank you for your your time and your service to us, and we would like to release you from this duty.
I love you, and I will continue to help you guys enthusiastically work.
Excellent. All the shooters. Oh, that's not quite right. All the archers. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shooters work really well no matter what. You know that, right?
Okay.
That's later too.
But Yeah. But we release you from this. Thank you so much for your service. And
Would the Honorable Lord Sigund present himself before their excellencies?
we're not done with you yet, sorry.
Yeah.
You don't get a break. We're going to let Rochelle have the break. But yeah, it was brought to our attention that despite all of that archery that you have not been our archery captain. So we'd like, as discussed, to fix that. Excellent. We would ask that you join us in court though.
For the outgoing archery captain, Lady Rochelle, and the incoming archery captain, Honorable Sigund, keeping it in the family, a joyous noise.
All right, I'm gonna sit for the next little bit, and please.
What, you're going to be up and down?
Yeah, I'm gonna be up and down. Yeah. But if you take your ease, this court is long. Please do so. But if
Do you want to say words in between, or
do you have words before we jump into? Let's just jump into
the next thing?
Yeah.
Okay. At this point, their excellencies invite members of the Order of the Snowflake to join them in court.
You can stay with Lily if you need to.
Or if it's easier to just stand.
Or stand in place if that's easier.
Yeah. I feel like there's more of you. This feels like a lie, but anyway. I think some have.
Some just aren't available.
We're missing Richard.
Yeah.
No, it's alright.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
The snowflake is for service.
But Shanford Griffith present herself to their excellencies.
Well, you may have had it before, but you've been away for a while, right?
Yeah.
No, don't.
Please.
Please stand. Sorry, it's been a long hot day and my brain has stopped.
It's down for me anyways. Be it known that Shanford Griffith, for her generosity with her time and volunteerism for taking on Westminster and several deputy positions, is granted the award known as l'Ordre de Flocon de Neige, the Order of the Snowflake. Done this day, September 2nd, AS 53. AS 58.
Just a little bit back in time, that's okay.
It's COVID, blame it all on COVID.
You came back to us and you jumped in to the deepest part of the deep end, pretty much immediately, taking in offices and hosting or co-hosting events, and you are near and dear, and we want to recognize that service that you have performed. I will need to borrow it back to be able to put the words on the bottom because I didn't want to rush them and ruin the amazing work that
It's the medallion here?
Oh, oh, okay. Yeah. So, yes. Lady Wolf. Lady, is there a ship at the end of that? I can't remember. No? I gotta work on that. Lady Wolf kindly accepted my showing up at her doorstep going, "You do such pretty work with boxes. Could you help me out?" And so she has created this beautiful work of art to commemorate your joyous.
A joyous noise for Sean Griffith, the newest snowflake. Vivant! Vivant!
I can walk. Yeah.
At this point, their excellencies invite members of the Order of the Purple Crocus to attend. Hi.
Some more coming.
Got a few of them.
Oh, good.
And a Palladius straw.
Would Lady Tyrrell Ringdahl present herself before their excellencies?
How about
We'll go there. I got it. You go. I got it.
We're gonna come to you. Let's say if you're trying to get over this unevenness, we probably have the worst part of the ground here.
No worries. You can join us.
You're working in us.
It's okay. We're good.
So we want to recognize the contribution you've made to our arts and science community and the Books Club. And please say the words of our herald.
Know that we recognize Terrell Ringdahl's enthusiasm and pursuits of the arts and sciences, and we do induct her into the Order of the Purple Crocus. Done this day, September 2nd, AS 58. Is the medallion here?
That's gorgeous. Christina?
It's not me.
Do you have the medallion?
Oh, she's the focus right now? Why did I?
You thought you could get away with not joining us.
She wanted to keep it longer, I think. After.
Okay. Wait, we're gonna have to work on this thing with hats. So the medallion will be yours to wear for the year and then pass along to the next position. I have to, you'll get the scroll added to it on the box. But Lady Wolf again kindly took up the challenge when I asked, can you do a thing for me? So, we appreciate you and we are so glad you're here.
Vivat for Tyrrell, the newest crocus of Castel Rouge.
Vivat!
I always get to see you tonight, so you wear it to peace.
One last one and then one more. Yeah.
One more. Any members of the portcullis, please present themselves in court.
The only member. Is he
The
here?
only member?
He's here. He's hiding back here.
Here he comes.
My apologies that I was supposed to have that medallion thing commissioned last year so that you get a chance to show it off. It's been ordered now. It's on its way from Lithuania, so it'll probably be here sometime this month. It shows me it's shipped. Here. But
You can get the token out of the bike if you want.
I'm just going to dig it out while we call in our recipient.
Would His Excellency Baron Robin Arthur Kirk please present themselves before their Excellency?
That was a great look.
When I saw the name, I could go.
You didn't see this coming? Really? Please stand if it is easier. We wanted to recognize the support you have given to several of our communities because you kept us in line with paperwork over the summer, so we appreciate that. Harold, please read the words.
Proclaim unto all that we do recognize Robin Arthur Kirk's support and pursuit of several disciplines including archery, rapier, and armored combat, and do bestow him the award known as the Order of the Portcullis. Done this day, September 2nd, AS 58.
You're pulling out paperwork for us for armored. You're supporting that team whether you wanted to or not.
Yeah.
So I
Thank you so much.
I will have to borrow it back to inscribe the words, but yes, Lady Wolf was very talented in being so generous to create these objects. Thank you for your service.
All right. For Dave DuPont and Robin Kirk, a joyous noise.
Woo! One last thing. Oh, yes. Sorry, two last things. This list keeps growing. I'm sorry. All right. We had some very enthusiastic people find us relatively recently. They kind of surprised us with how quickly they went out of their way to meet all of the membership requirements. I'm trying to spy them though now in garb because it's been a little bit transforming the difference between Zoom and not. So we would like to I guess Harold, please call forth our
Certainly.
new members to announce themselves.
The Baron and Baroness invite all new members of the Barony of Castel Rouge to please present themselves in court.
You're all other. You've got all the other tokens.
You don't present.
Three? Is it really only three of you? Am I missing one? We did math the other day. Sorry, our seneschal's our record keeper and takes attendance for me.
What about Thora? Does she?
Thora?
Have you received a new bill?
Yeah, did you?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Terrell, I believe, Terrell, you got yours at 12th night?
You got a bill?
Okay. All right, then we're all caught up.
Yes,
Excellent.
we're good. Yay.
Your enthusiasm in jumping in feet first into the deep end is fantastic, and we hope that we haven't scared you off this weekend with everything going on all at once, because it's, oh my god, all the things. So we'd like to, as part of our welcome, provide you with a belt. Mistress Ainsley has woven all of these, so if you want to, Jose, how about you take them back to the...
Well, no, I was going to say, pick one quickly, and then if you want to exchange it after we can play tradesies, we can work on it. So just, unless you spot one that you really like.
So yes, this is our way of saying welcome. We are so glad you are here with us.
Get my really fancy bag.
I'll work on that. See, more reasons to work on that.
Yes.
Yes, we are so glad that you have found us, and we look forward to seeing more of you.
Would you like to stand and announce yourself, or
Would you like to announce
introduce
your
yourself privately?
You just say your name and click, that's all.
Okay.
If you'd like to stand and turn, if you don't want to, you can do it privately and just scuttle on.
Do it.
You need help?
Yeah. Or we can do it one at a time, or together.
No, just I want to hear your name.
No, that's fine.
No, we don't want to put you on the spot.
Please introduce yourself privately then to those. All right?
Yes,
You guys can do it.
Yeah, go ahead. Do it.
Introduce myself as Charlotte Durant.
Goodbye.
I introduce myself as Catherine Marie Hayes.
Goodbye.
I am Catriona Graham.
Goodbye.
Yeah, want me down to one last thing?
Possibly.
Yes.
Okay. Would the steward for the event please present themselves before their excellencies?
No. We're not talking about this.
It says here, you're ad-libbing.
Yeah, I'm ad-libbing. This is where I get to babble at you. I think the Barony is starting to get used to this idea, and I know that Leaf will be familiar with this from her previous homeland. So for those of you that don't know, we borrowed pilfered,
Commandeered.
Yeah, commandeered, I like that. A tradition from our cousins to the west that we want to recognize that the work that event stewards do is important, and this is my bribing. Come back and do it again. But we also recognize that you have teams, and you cannot do this alone, but you have led them all valiantly. So please take this largesse to share with your team. Yeah. So thank you, and yeah, lots of joyous noises. Have you all had a good time? Woo! Since you're here, do you want to do feast now or after feast?
How about after?
Okay, then. Okay, yeah. Make sure we're not poisoned.
For the event team, a very loud and joyous noise.
Okay, I don't have anything to say to him because, you know, how dare he. But, yeah, no, I think we'll leave it at that.
Earlier you were asking for help.
You helped the kitchen, not me.
You're the one who came and begged favor.
You wanted it to be flavorful, right?
Yes.
Having no further business, yes, this closes the court of Their Excellencies Baron Gabriel de Leon and Nadra Al Sahara.
Herein reopens the court of their majesties, Lars and Mary. Now for Here's What You Missed.
Here's what you missed at Crispin's archery thing. Given the only month we don't get snow is August, Crispin's archery thing was held at a great new site entirely outside. There was a chill in the air, but nothing Northshield couldn't handle. Our event steward had to guard us from horses trying to walk through the event all day. I love living in a kingdom where horses are the biggest problem of the day, but despite signs saying closed event, those horses and their notoriously poor reading skills kept trying to walk into our archery event. Don't worry, no horses were harmed, or people. Everyone walked away toll-free. We did walk away with art with holes in it, part of Crispin's novelty art shoot. The entire day was shooting at some crazy thing or another. Not to be outdone, Bastion had fairly crazy thrown weapons tournament that included tape and bubbles and, well, with Bastion it's better not to ask too many questions. There were lots of cheers and happiness from all fields. The best part of little events is that we all paused for lunch at noon and had a picnic, and then all went back to shooting or grilling or just sitting and talking. Court featured our princess popping in with a princess report on Cormans, and for some reason she's saying things like when she is queen, and coronation, and 2 weeks. How did summer go by so fast? Don't forget, coronation is on September 9th. Court also had, regular court stuff like recognizing Vivian Griffin for her decade-long Royal Round record just recently taken, Vinny for his superb performance at Pennsic on the Champions team, Ulf for their extreme skills in herding digital cats, and Tyrion for archery stuff. Good event to recognize archery stuff. Felt very thematic. Theme events are awesome because you get to do that one fun thing all day. So, that's what you missed at Crispin's archery thing.
And if you hadn't been traveling widely, we've done a Here's What You Missed at every single event, recapping the previous events or an area or time and space depending on the event, and we will have them all available after our reign is complete. So we've had a lot of requests.
Oh, cool.
So we'll make sure that is published in a way that people can get to. Okay, moving forward.
All right. So
First is yep, Brenna. We're going to start with somebody we know isn't here, but it still needs to be official.
yes. Hark, ye people of Northshield, gather round to hear the tale of Brenna Diamare, a true artisan whose creativity shines like a beacon. With skilled hands and a heart open to discovery, she crafts ceramic oil lamps that cast a fairy's glow and scroll blanks that hold tales untold. Yet her talents span wider than her horizon. She spins and weaves with the skill of ancient mystics, turning threads into patterns as intricate as tapestries. Leather shoes born from her hands tread the line between comfort and craft, fit for knights and jesters alike. Presenting Brenna Diamare, now recipient of an award of the Black Flame, a shining star in the tapestry of Lars and Mary's realm, on the second day of September in the year Anno Societatis 53, or 58. Roman numerals, not my strength. Her name doth resonate through the lands of Northshield. Roll by Judith of Northwold.
It is an egg. Your Excellencies, can you see this safely to her? Yes. Thank you.
Probably best, actually.
I know.
Yeah.
We've been here a whole day.
Yeah, you cut papers with fabric scissors, we know.
We know. Side of chaos. Lars did it once too, actually.
I did, it's true.
I wrote no paper on my scissors.
Once you didn't have anything notice like that.
All right. So, continuing on, Their Majesties call forth Thora Torfendottir.
Please stay. We had a little discussion, His Majesty and I. Did we go first, or did Their Excellencies go first? Because I think a lot of the same people will end up being recognized, but it's for very worthy reasons, and what the Barony can recognize on a personal and interactive level, we at a kingdom recognize at a kingdom level. So all the work you do for your Barony is also seen as a kingdom-wide service. And so for that, we would like to recognize you with...
Hear the words of Lars and Mary, King and Queen of Northshield, and third of that name. We have heard much of Thora Torfendottir's enthusiastic research into her chosen time period, and do wish to bestow upon her an award of arms. She has worked hard creating the appropriate clothing and learning and teaching skills in null binding, embroidery, and hand sewing. She is quick to volunteer her time and talents to the betterment of her group. This we do the 2nd day of September, Anno Societatis 58, at War of the Roses.
Thank you very much for your work, and now you may style yourself as lady.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Their Majesties call forth Tyrrell Ringdahl. And this is Your Majesty's name.
We'll come out to you.
Like you said, but sometimes you learn that it's easier to go this way. Hello. We had glowing recommendations from your group on your work and your growth within the SCA. So we would love to recognize that, but His Majesty was also thoroughly impressed yesterday by your recitation.
Your prose was beautifully written and expertly delivered. It was an absolutely magical moment for me. It was obvious how much effort you put into it, and you really commanded the stage for the time you were up there. Thank you very much. I would like you to bear this in memory of that moment. It is a piece of the sword that I won crown with. Thank you very much.
And that's not actually what we're here for.
Yes. But wait, there's more.
We, Lars and Mary, Stellar Majesties of Northshield, having heard of enthusiastic participation of Tyrrell Ringdahl in the Barony of Castel Rouge, do wish to bestow upon her an award of arms. She is a positive, courteous presence and an asset to the Barony. This we do the 2nd day of September, AS 58, at the War of Roses.
Thank you. From now on, you are a lady. Thank you.
For the newest lady of Northshield, a joyous noise.
Yes. We'll go back to here. attended a class? Raise your hand. Woohoo!
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Whose team were you on? The team of chaos or the team of peace?
Team, the white team.
Okay, peace.
Like, which was which?
She is white.
Yes,
I'm red.
yes. People
chaos
who
and peace?
cut thing, fabric scissors with anything but fabric, chaos.
Yeah, no.
Come on,
All right, well, we're family divided. 2 of my children on the side of chaos, earning gems for you. Okay.
Well, he's a child.
It's okay. We'll call him forward, please.
Their Majesties call forth His Honorable David DuPont. Excellency.
Yes. All right.
Master David DuPont.
Master David. Here you are. So we're not having a good day with your scrolls. So one's in a trailer, one's in Minnesota, but we did get sent words because this is a very important achievement of your keep goingness in fighting. So you are counted on your fingers, Venerable Griffin age. Very good. So Venerable Griffin, for anybody who don't know, is continuous fighting 25 years or more. I think we actually missed it by a year or so. COVID. Yes, COVID. So the official words are a quarter of a century in continued pursuit of the combat arts has made one venerable. As it is right and proper to do, we Lars Rex and Mary Regina of the Kingdom of Northshield recognize one who has steadfastly safeguarded our most northwestern border and holdings. We invite David DuPont into our Order of the Griffin of Northshield, done at the War of the Roses, held in our Barony of Castel Rouge, AS 58. So it says 7 in the words, so we did it right. But you also volunteered for a very special duty because while you're a Venerable Griffin with 25 years plus of experience fighting off the hordes of other armored combats, how are you with children? Very good. All right, children of Northshield, come forward, please.
Children of Northshield, go.
All right, go.
Go.
Get the box. Oh, get the box. Yes, come in. Come in.
Show Ann how
Right
it's
here.
done.
Yes.
We haven't done this
All right.
in 4 years.
This is the toy chest. Not yet.
But
It's just looking.
You just showed them what
I'd stay on your feet. Yeah. Take the head start. Okay, so everyone has to sit on their butt. Okay, otherwise we found it's an unfair advantage against venerable people. Well, Lily is excused. She can do what she wants. And then we're going to let him go when I say the first number, and when I count down all the way, we've had false starts, so I have to explain. When we count down all the way to the end, then you chase him. You'll have a head start. And when you tag him, you get to pick a toy. Okay? Sure. Everybody gets a toy. Everybody gets a toy, not just
Teamwork.
first. Teamwork. So pincher, like surround.
tactics.
Okay, tactics. Okay.
Don't tackle him.
Alrighty. 3, 2, 1.
Go get a toy.
No real tackling.
Got my baby. Got my toy. She's like on it, and I'm like, oh, you go. Aww. Full house.
They didn't. You're not allowed to be super. Control that. All right. Have the children sufficiently devoured him? All right. Okay, Harold. Next, please. Harold, next.
Their Majesties call forth Hamina Matilda Ainsley of Meridine.
I don't know. We'll find out.
I did not realize that was your whole name.
Her Excellency Bridget heard it. She says, "Oh, that sounds like a Cabbage Patch doll."
And it's stuck.
Well, I also, yes, please. I also can't believe that you don't have a sickness.
Wow.
Wow.
You have dragon's heart?
No. Must have been in. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, this is absolutely something I can correct. So we bring you a sickness for so many things.
Joyous is the message the winds of the north bellowed. Great news to North Shield. Listen to its voices and pay heed. We, King Lars and Queen Mary, rightful sovereigns of North Shield, having heard the report of excellent deeds and engaging activity in the Barony of Castel Rouge, there is one to be recognized. Hermina Matilda de Ainsley of Meridine, having taken initiative to enable newcomers and encourage participation in the scribal arts, and mindful of her proactive approach to events and recruitment post-pandemic, it is our duty and pleasure to bestow upon her an award of the Cygnus, set by our hands and seal the 2nd day of September from our thrones at the War of the Roses, Anno Societatis 58. Scroll by Judith Northwood.
You must have just been too shy for people to notice your service in the past, because we've known you for 20 years and it's been nothing but. So I'm glad we can correct this oversight.
For Mistress Ainsley, a joyous noise.
We're mixing. We're in Canada. We do what Canada does. Are you sure we call them North Shield West? We're getting a lot of Avocall stuff over here. Joyous noises.
We're slowly pulling this one.
Okay.
I'm originally from Abigail.
Okay. It's okay.
Assimilation. Yes.
Assimilation.
Yeah, I'm assimilating. Working on it.
I'm not sure it's yours. Okay. Oop. This one is.
Lily, come back, please.
Oh, this is yours. Thank you. Who knows who it belongs to?
Yeah.
We're in a lull right now. We can do some housekeeping. I see a nook. Yeah, let's do the nook. That's very necessary.
Yes, that's true. Good job.
Thank you. Okay.
Their Majesties call forth. Leaf, ask.
That one, right there.
Yes. Ask Madar. Ask.
You're getting all your steps in today.
You were worried.
You need to sit closer to the front.
Right.
Yeah, she knew she was going to call it.
It is a good one. So we did early in our reign award your art. And as you have been on our guard and also just a high-speed, low-drag member of the whole society, we would also like to recognize your service. And we do see that you've come from other kingdom where you have been recognized there, but we wanted to make sure that the Order of Presence of North Shield reflects all the thing you've done here. So, Harold.
Unto Leaf. Unto Leaf, to Queen Mary and King Lars, make this award of the Cygnus, done in our court at War of the Roses in Gimli. Yes. AS Societatis 58. Anno Societatis. Yes.
Okay. And Leaf was also represented us at Penzik as a kingdom and did incredibly well, but that's an art thing. However, our Kingdom Arts and Science Minister called upon them a little last moment, and they made it work They showed that our kingdom has great artisans, and he himself is a great artisan, and he recently laureled. And he specifically requested to be able to do this for you. So the scroll is actually written down there. But if you can't read that, it's here. Enjoy it in good health.
Vivat!
We also attended court for the East Kingdom at Pennsic for about 15 minutes. And they use 3 vivats, which is probably why their court is 3 hours long. One hearty vivat. Okay.
All right. Their Majesties call forth Minion and Yeti.
Minion and Yeti.
Careful.
Yes, we're gonna thing. All right.
My lords, you were not on the court list, which is why you did not receive a summons. However, every once in a while, something becomes so painfully obvious that it needs to be added and rectified. We have no scroll. We have no cape.
We have capes.
Oh, we have capes. Oh, let's get capes.
But can we summon the group?
Please enter the Black Griffin. Order.
Assemble. I'm not in understanding. Actually, Lars isn't in it
Not in it either.
We're assembling.
You went to I can hope.
So, it is.
No, you want.
In case he falls down.
It is customary to give a cape, a black cape, to our members. But when Lars was so impressed by your performance on the field, both at Miriam earlier this year, at Pennsic, and today, and His Grace had nothing but to say about the subject.
Smoked like a cheap cigar, I believe were my words.
That okay. Make a little hand puppet. Okay. Short notice. Oh wait, are you lefty or righty? Is this their short? Okay. Okay, it's true. You're gotta make sure we don't get in the way of a tiny bicycle stroke. Over there. I'm just gonna double knot this one. Careful that one. I think it's 2 hands. Thank you. Oh yeah, you should keep the tiny cape.
Yeah.
Double knot again.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. And tiny cape, tiny bike. Which hand?
Dirty
left.
lefty.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's an honor to give you these capes. I actually feel like you guys will.
Because we have no words, I, Lars, third of his name, rightful king of North Shield, hereby induct Yeti and Minion into the Order of the Black Griffin. Honorable Lord Minion.
I didn't tie them too tight.
Oh no.
Let's do them.
One more time.
Their Majesties call forth Sept23. Griffin.
Oh, there you are. I know you're here somewhere. Yes. We had to actually hide the scroll from you, because although you were summoned, only good things for summons. Bad things come by registered mail. But it's still nice to have the surprise. So, as their excellencies also extolled your virtues of volunteerism and making sure everything that needs to get done does get done with grace and precision, we would also like to recognize your skills.
For her services to the Barony of Castel Rouge and the Kingdom of Northshield, Sept23 is awarded a cygnus by Queen Mary and King Lars, given at War of the Roses on September 2nd, Anno Societatis 58.
Nice. Thank you for all that you do for your groups.
And for Lady Sian, vivat!
Vivat!
And their Majesties call forth Rotary App.
I'll just Frederick.
We know who. Again, with the letting you guys go first, you really said all there is to say. But again, thank you for everything you've done for your group and by way of the kingdom. Because when people have a great home group, they feel confident, they grow, they are ready to be out in the larger kingdom and interkingdom, not for incidents.
For his many services to the Barony of Castel Rouge and the Kingdom, Lars and Mary, King and Queen of Northshield, award Meow with a cygnus, given at War of the Roses on September 2nd, Anno Societatis 58.
Right. A match set. Thank you. Great. Thank you.
For Meow! Viva! Their Majesties call forth all newcomers to the Kingdom of Northshield.
So if this is your first royal court.
Or event. I guess that calls.
Yeah. But most people don't just pop in for the event, for the court. Okay. Come forward, please. So it is our custom to recognize new members of the society.
We don't have any sippy cups.
We don't have sippy cups. You were born in. You were very lucky. These people had to wait till they were grown-ups.
We paid your dowry last year.
We would like to offer you a mug to remind you of this day and your first royal court. And hopefully you all return. We have lots, don't worry. One more, just one. Thank you. Oh, this is a nice one. It matches your outfit. So, we hope that you return and have these mugs filled with beverages of your choice and your hearts filled with stories of the SCA. But even if you don't, anytime you see this cup in your kitchen or your office, know that you're welcome back at any time. There is no time gap great enough that you would not be welcome back. So this always reminds you. And thank you for coming to this first event and for all of you volunteering and doing so much for one of your first events. Great. Thank you.
For the newcomers of Northshield, viva!
This counts. All right. Oh, we have announcements? We have announcements.
Oh, announcements, sorry.
Sorry. Yes. Tyrrell has a presentation for their Majesties. Lady Tyrrell has a presentation for their Majesties.
She wants to come from
Next question. Who went for ice cream today?
I wish.
Was it delicious?
Me too.
Yeah, it was.
I'm jelly.
It was.
Welcome, Lady Carol.
Pearls are of great significance.
That's gorgeous. Thank you so much. This is gorgeous.
For the generosity of Lady Terrell, vivat! Vivat!
For the ones today, not for you.
Okay.
Their Majesty.
So it's like a heavy tournament.
Fourth.
Or are we doing that all tomorrow?
Sure.
Because there's ones
I
today.
thought you didn't win.
I won the rapier.
Oh, okay.
I got smoking a cheap cigar in the heavy.
All right.
I heard it was really good.
So,
It was a good fight. You're still smoking like a cheap cigar.
so there was a rapier tournament this afternoon, morning, and the winner of that tournament was Tarek, and as his prize, for the winner of the rapier tournament, vivat!
No, he's here.
Their Majesties call forth Sir Val. There was also a heavy fighting tournament this afternoon, and the winner of that tournament was Sir Val. The prize?
Yes.
My wife and I are imports from far off, and we've just recently come into being in this area. It's been a long time since I've been in armor. So I've like 12 fight practices in the last year, and 12-year gap between an actual time where I've had armor on and actually fought in a tournament. My wife is my inspiration, and she couldn't watch the fighting today. She was off teaching. So before I accept any honors, I would ask those that fought me today, did I at least do well?
Yes, indeed.
Was I respectful?
Oh, yes.
Did I fight with honor?
Yes.
My lady?
Thank you. Set.
For Sir Val, our heavy fighter winner, vivat! Vivat!
favor for your responsibility?
I told them tomorrow, so they're not ready.
Actually, I don't really have words, I have a story. Last night, as I am sleeping, I woke up barely a little bit to see somebody stumbling out of our cabin. But as they did it, they reached around and grabbed my blanket. If anybody happens to know of a yellow blanket with some red stripes on it they don't know where it came from, if you need it for warmth, not a problem. If you want to return it, not a problem. But kind of amusing when I wake up and then somebody's like,
Your Highness, perhaps it was the border guards.
border guard, yep.
All right, I'll go next. I'm not sure how I can top that. But it does remind me of how generous and hospitable this group always is. Gimli is one of these events where you can come and sleep and eat and not worry about most things for the whole weekend and enjoy each other's company and enjoy classes and fighting or sitting and talking. And that is something that I value in every event, and being able to meet new people and to get reacquainted with people I've met in the past and have not seen in a while, to see brand new little kids and to see kids that have grown up that I knew as little kids. So events like these where we get to spend a good long amount of time together reminds me of why I do the SCA. So thank you for this event, and Leaf, thank you for putting it on. Castel Rouge, thank you for your continued efforts towards keeping this event year after year for us to come back to.
I absolutely adore events of this size. You get to spend a great amount of time with people that you're just meeting for the first time, with a variety of skills and tasks and different things. There's classes, just an amazing amount of people. Another thing that always astounds me when I come here is, and I don't use this word lightly or too often, is that this group very much seems like a large family. And that warms my heart so much. And you're also not insular about it. You're very welcoming, and you're always willing to pull other people from far away, people from close, into that family and share your experiences, share that love. And it's just so obvious, and I absolutely love it. Thank you very much for including us and for adding us to this event and to your family. Thank you.
Okay. What do we get? And that is it.
Herein closes the court of their Majesty, Laws and Marie. Long live the King!
Long live their Majesties!
Long live their Majesties!
For as long as they want to.
Long live North-Shield!
Long live North-Shield!
Thank you. You're welcome.